Good afternoon, judges. We are from study group. I'm here. Together with Dewi and Avis, we will present our analysis about this case. The title, From Access to Advancement, BRI Strategy for Orchestrating Supply, Demand, and Social Value to Accelerate MSME Upgrading. We know BRI is the largest microfinance institution in Indonesia. It serves 34.2 million micro and ultra micro borrowers with a portfolio of 705 trillion rupiah. BRI has 31,000 field officers called Mantri working in almost 70,000 villages across the country. But there is one important question. Why do MSMEs that already have access to financing but still fail to grow? Our core argument is this: supply side and demand side investment are not a trade off. They must be integrated into one conversion pathway from MSME up readiness to market transaction to revenue growth and finally to commercial financing. We will present our analysis in two parts. First, how BRI should allocate resources between supply and demand. Second, which social value dimension should be prioritized. Let us start with the supply side. Based on human capital theory, BRI has two types of human capital. The first one belongs to MSMEs, their financial literacy, bookkeeping skills, and digital ability. The second one belongs to Mantri, their ability to understand borrower character and local social network. But the problem is scale. With 31,000 Mantri serving 34.2 million borrowers, the ratio is about 1 Mantri for every 1,100 borrowers. Individual mentoring for everyone is simply not possible. Using the FRIO framework, we found that Mantri's relational capability meet 3 out of 4 criteria. It is valuable, rare, and hard to copy. However, it fails the fourth criterion, organized. The capability approach by Zen supports this finding. Loans and training are just inputs. They only become real capabilities when SMSEs also get access to buyers, product standards, and distribution channels. Two MSMEs can receive the same loans but get different results because only one of them finds a buyer. This tells us something important. The main supply side bottleneck is not a lack of funding. It is the limited capacity and attention of Mantri. And because one Mantri cannot mentor every borrower alone, the answer must also come from the other side by connecting ready MSMEs to the market. So next, Dewi will now explain the demand side bottleneck.
On the demand side, we use STP to divide MSME into three segments based on business readiness. The foundation segment, not yet feasible or bankable, needs 70% supply and 30% demand. The growth segment needs a balance 50-50. And the scale segment needs 70% demand, especially buyer access and logistics. The MSME journey start from Clusterku Hidupku for business cooperation, continue to link UMKM for domestic market access, and reaches Brilliantpreneur for export development. Strategy fit evaluate for dimension of alignment. Can MSMEs meet buyer standard? Does the intervention match the MSME stage? Does BRI have enough research? And are external partners available? The main finding, BRI already must many program. The program is not the absence of programs. This program has not yet been integrated into one systematic conversation pathway. Value chain analysis shows the core challenges, and MSMEs many already have a good product, production capacity, and financial access, but still fail to upgrade because it lacks standardization, distribution, buyer access, or repeat order system. The data show a large gap for 34.2 billion borrowers. 18.6 million are not yet connected to Link UMKM. Only 45.6% coverage. From 15.6 billion, Link UMKM uses only about 1,200 reached Brilliantpreneurs. A progression rate of just 0.00%. Desa Brilliant covers only 7.5% of village. To maintain registration does not enough transaction. BRI financial infrastructure is much larger than its market access infrastructure. We access each program using 4 dimensions on a 1 to 5 scale. Link UMKM clusterku in brilliant trainers. So hack fights are ready for scale up. Generic mass training score flows across all dimensions. It shall be replaced with personalized segment spaces intervention. To measure demand side success, we propose 4 conversion indicators: active seller rate, buyer conversion rate, repeat order rate, and financing graded rate. Success must not be measured by registration number. It must be proven through actual transaction, order fulfillment, and revenue growth. Using WACC multi-criteria scoring and adapted McKinsey metric converting link UMKM use active seller receive and TCAS score 4.65 out of 5. This is because the platform already has a large use based on over to most direct path and transaction. Generic mass train score only 2.6 and need reduction. And Mr. Afis will present our analysis.
Okay, next, part 2, analysis with a social value dimension. BRI Solve prioritize using a 4 theoretical framework. Social value typology identified 3 relevant approach for BRI. The stakeholder approach for women entrepreneurship and unpacking communities. The maximal approach for aggregate wealth and job creation, and the normative approach aligned with a BRI mandate as a state-owned enterprise. And the second, a sustainable value creation evaluate the balance of social and economic impact. Research program activities with a long impact. And then BRI contribute advanced for the combination of monthly transaction data, village network, financial leader, BRI link again, and digital platform. It is a combination that no private financial institution can be replicated. Next, the case saw a dilemma where it cannot maximize our social value dimension at the same time. We identify 4 dimensions: the financial inclusion, breadth of access to financial services, capability and empowerment, a skill and behavioral change. The sustainable economic mobility is revenue growth and market access. And the last, village economic resilience. We use a theory of change. We evaluate each dimension for output to impact. A critical finding, 15.6 million link UMKM user only so reach, not transformation. Transformation can only be claimed when there is evidence of behavioral change and repeat order, revenue growth, and a financing graduation. So we score with 8 criteria. Sustainable economic mobility received the highest score, 4.65, followed by financial inclusion, 4.30, village economic resilience at 4.22, and the capability and empowerment at 4.17. We recommended a layer priority structure, financial inclusion as the entry point, capability and empowerment as enabled, sustainable economic mobility as a North Star comes, and the village economic resilience as a long-term impact. Social value resource can be allocated. A sustainable economic mobility 40%, capability and empowerment 25%, financial inclusion 20%, and the village economic resilience 15%. The conclusion from this case, BRI success must not be measured only the borrow account or platform registration. Truly success is solved by active seller conversion, transaction repeat order, revenue growth, financing graduation, and village economic resilience. Is a real transformation for access to advance. This is we use reference indicates.